of the Golf Channel Academy. We're at Tranquilo Golf Club, Four Seasons Resort, Orlando, Florida, and I am joined by two-time major champion, winning Ryder Cup captain, and perhaps known even more so, hard to believe, as short game guru to the golfing superstars. Dave Stockton, welcome.
Martin, thank you. Good to be with you.
This is your short game special. You've worked with Mickelson, you've worked with McIlroy, you've helped them. I'm now going to present you your biggest challenge, me. Can you work with this?
Let's do it. Could you do that story you told me about Ballesteros and what your impressions of him were?
I was watching Ballesteros, and it struck me that just about every short game shot he hit, he started back here, and he would actually walk in, and by golly, it looked to me as if he was not looking at the ball. He had the sort of patented shake of his arm. He'd got the club almost by the ball, looking at the hole. He'd have put the club behind the ball quickly, a little tug on the trousers. I think that kept a bit of tension out of the arms. Casual look at the ball, lots of target, and then off he went. And he hit, obviously, a lot of very, very nice chip shots that way. Now, why is that important? What was he really doing?
If you want to be good at anything, you want to picture yourself succeeding at it, and you want to have a game plan. And I think one of the worst things most people do is they get spellbound by the ball, and they attempt to hit it without giving them, like you're commenting, being back there, and you're looking out at the target. That's perfect. You're picturing what you want to do. Because one of the things I'd work with you on is I want you to tell me how high you're going to hit it. Is it going to be real low? Is it going to be high? Is it going to run out? I mean, all these things that as you're showing me what he did with his feel in his hands, he's getting ready to let it go.
So when I'm back here, I'm not just going through some aimless sort of stereotyped theatrical routine. I'm actually, should I be seeing the trajectory of the ball, the rollout of the ball?
Yeah, you should be taking into consideration how much green you have to work with. In this case, you're probably going to land it just shy of the green, and you're going to have a low shot that's going to skip and run out there. You're also going to give in consideration if there was slope behind this hole, which there isn't particularly, but if there was, you'd want to either be in the hole or slightly short.
Right.
So you leave yourself an easy putt going up the hill. The more we can discuss this part of it, the better chance you have of hitting a great shot, you or anybody else. Well, you go back to where Ballesteros was. You go back, stand there where he was, where he started, okay? I'm going to watch. If you're a fast person, if you're Lanny Watkins, I'm not going to mind that you kind of come rushing up here. Rory comes up to it fast too. Yet some people are very, very deliberate and slow. If they're that kind of person, they want to fit that routine. You don't want to be doing somebody else's shot. So what worked for Ballesteros may or may not work for you, but the visualization is going to work for everybody.
Dave, let me ask you this. What about practice swings? I'm going to hit I've got a low one here. Do I take my practice swings back here? Do I take my practice swings this way? Do I take practice swings by the ball? Do you have any preference on that?
I would generally do it squared up to the hole.
So I'd be this way?
No, you'd be there like that. Kind of just looking down your line where you're going.
That's interesting. I've done that with putting. I've never done that with pitching, but I can see how I would be able to see that. So perhaps I'll adjust my routine. I'm seeing the shot here. Now, having seen the shot, then I'm not going to take too long.
Just let it go. No, let it go. You get up into it. You look at the hole.
How about conscious thought? Should I be thinking about what starts the club away from the ball? Or something of that nature?
Not necessarily. I mean, I would be thinking about getting the ball out of the hole. I mean, you're going to put it in the hole. That's what you're going for. But your last thought, you come walking in, you're looking at the hole. But your last thought is that spot. And if I'm going a low shot, for me, it's my left hand. Back of my left hand is going to be going to the hole.
So if I was practicing technique, would you have people hit shots just with the left hand for the low shot?
Yes.
Yeah, see if I can manage that without.
Yeah, and that's kind of a hard shot for a lot of people to do because they're so right-handed. That was perfect. And what you're doing right here, this is perfect. So most people that do it one-handed with their left would generally be up here because they're trying to help it up and scoop it. But you're hitting a low shot, so therefore you want this to finish right here. I mean, in putting, we're going to go through and we'll put the putter on the ground. I want to go through here. I don't want to have any flipping it back up like that. That was perfect. And that is, if I had a drill to do, that's the one drill I have people do. Thank God you're good, okay? Because it's hard to do it with just your left hand. Most people, if they're right-handed, The right hand's the one that wants to do it, and that's what'll jump it up in the air.
So that gets us going with the short game. But when we come back, you might be surprised to know the club you're using in your bag is not helping you. All that and much more when we come back with golf short game guru Dave Stockton.
You know, golf